Think about the most generous, reliable person you know. The one who always says yes when someone asks for a favor. The one who listens to everyone else's problems, stays late at work to cover for a colleague, and never makes a fuss. Now, let me ask you a deeper question. Are they genuinely happy, or are they just exhausted? Psychology tells us there's a dangerous trap in being the person who always puts others first. We've been conditioned to believe that self-sacrifice is the ultimate virtue. We call it being good, being selfless, or being a team player. But in reality, it often stems from a psychological concept known as sociotropy, an excessive investment in interpersonal relationships at the expense of your own autonomy. Today, we're breaking down the science of why putting yourself first isn't selfish, it's a psychological necessity. And more importantly, we'll look at how you can start doing it today without the crushing weight of guilt. To understand why putting yourself last is dangerous, we have to look at what happens to your brain and body when you constantly operate on empty. When you consistently prioritize other people's emotional demands, your brain perceives this constant pressure as a chronic stressor. Your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, stays activated. This triggers a steady release of cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, this doesn't just make you tired. It leads to what psychologists call compassion fatigue. This is a state where your emotional reserves are so entirely depleted that you actually lose the capacity to feel empathy for the very people you're trying to help. Think of it like the classic airplane oxygen mask metaphor. It's a cliche for a reason. If the cabin loses pressure and you try to put a mask on everyone else first, you will pass out from lack of oxygen before you can finish. Putting your mask on first isn't an act of cruelty to others. It is the only way to ensure you are capable of helping anyone at all. So, if it's so logical to put ourselves first, why does it feel so incredibly uncomfortable to do it? Why does saying no feel like a crime? Psychologists point to two main culprits: fear of rejection and conditioned identity. The first is the fear of rejection. As humans, our evolutionary survival relied heavily on being part of a tribe. In the ancestral past, being cast out meant certain death. When you say no to someone, your ancient brain interprets that boundary as a risk of being rejected by the tribe. That internal panic you feel, that's an evolutionary echo. The second is conditioned identity. Many of us built our entire self-worth on being the helper. If you aren't fixing someone else's problem, your brain asks, who am I? What is my value? But here is the uncomfortable truth. If people only love you when you're serving them, they don't love you. They love your utility. Putting yourself first forces you to test the quality of your relationships. It filters out the people who are just using your energy as a free resource. Shifting this mindset requires deliberate psychological practice. There are 3 practical shifts you can implement starting today. First, audit your yes. Before you agree to any request, implement a 24-hour pause. When someone asks for your time or energy, practice saying, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This breaks the automatic, compulsive yes response. During that pause, ask yourself, am I saying yes out of genuine desire or out of fear of conflict? A yes born out of fear is just a lie wrapped in politeness. Second, define your hard borders. In psychology, boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're the gates that let people know where your property begins. Decide on 3 non-negotiables for your week. It could be your morning routine, your gym time, or turning off work notifications by 7 p.m. Treat these appointments with yourself with the exact same respect you would treat a meeting with a CEO. Third, reframe guilt as growth. When you first start putting yourself first, you will feel guilty. Expect it, but instead of letting that guilt make you back down, reframe it. Tell yourself, this guilt is not evidence that I am doing something wrong. It is just evidence that I am breaking an old, unhealthy habit. Guilt is the growing pain of self-respect. Here is the ultimate paradox of human psychology. The more you prioritize your own well-being, the more value you can actually bring to the world. When you are well-rested, emotionally secure, and mentally clear, you don't give people the scraps of your resentment. You give them the abundance of your energy. You become a better friend, a more focused creator, a more stable partner, and a healthier human being. Putting yourself first isn't about saying no one else matters. It's simply acknowledging that you matter too. Stop waiting for someone else to give you permission to rest, to grow, or to choose yourself. That permission can only come from you. If this perspective challenged how you view your time, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment with the boundary you're setting this week. and I'll see you in the next video.